How you get fired for wearing a tie?
I guess if you wear the tie of the team that beat your team,
Yeah.
in the playoffs,
and you the boss,
and if you bet a lot of money,
or spend a lot of money with your company, I guess you got to get fired.
You got to go.
We'll explain that and break it down for you coming up in a matter of moments. First, Syracuse basketball last night. I don't know what's going on. They've lost their third straight game. This time to unranked Seton Hall. I don't know what's going on here, but the Syracuse ranked 9th in the country. I don't think that's going to last very long. Wow. I think they'll probably fall out of the top 10. 90-68. They lost to Seton Hall last night. Jeremy Hazel with 28 points to lead the way for the Hall. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Syracuse was looking good.
Wow.
Undefeated till about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And then it's all falling apart for them.
It happens.
Meanwhile, number 1 Ohio State proved that they should remain number 1. They dismantled Purdue yesterday, 87-64. So they'll remain on the top there. UConn also with a win against Marquette yesterday, 76-68. NBA scores last night. Lakers with another win over the Utah Jazz, 120-91. Kobe Bryant with 21 to lead the way. Mavericks win 112-105. Blake Griffin, 22 points in the loss. Jason Terry leading the way with 28 points. Carmelo Anthony, 23 points last night. Hopefully to become a New York Knick real soon.
And putting them 23 points over there. Huh?
Yeah, that's right. We could use that. They beat the Wizards yesterday. Nuggets did 120-109. I don't know how many losses in a row this makes for the Cavs. Not talking crap about LeBron now, are you?
They're quiet.
Yeah, nothing to say. Paul Pierce, 24 points. Boston wins 112-95 over Cleveland. And final game in the NBA, the Bobcats, 94-89 over the Sacramento Kings last night. All right, let's get into a couple other things, one of which Charles Barkley says that any athlete that rips Jay Cutler is an idiot. He's criticizing the athletes, because remember yesterday we were talking about Jay Cutler not going back into the game, how many athletes are really upset about it. And now Charles Barkley makes an interesting point, says, hey, listen, y'all just throwing your boy under the bus, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What you doing? You know what I mean?
I'm like I said, if the doctor says he's hurt, he's hurt.
Yeah, and ain't nothing you can say about it. Ain't nothing you can say about it, and nothing you can do about it.
Whether he feels okay, there's been plenty of times when athletes been hurt, and I could play. No, you can't play.
Yeah. And well, that's why the doctors are in there.
Yeah.
The doctors make the decision as to whether or not the guy goes back in. Yeah. Now, you could throw your towel and your helmet down and make a big old scene. I want to go back in the game. But if the doctor's like, yo, you're not going back in.
You're not going
That's just the way it is. All right, other things going on in the world of sports. Chad Ochocinco saying goodbye to Ochocinco. Going back to Johnson. You know the wifey had something to do with that. She like, I ain't about to be walking around here to be Mrs. Ochocinco.
Miss Ochocinco?
I want to be Miss Johnson. Like, yes, dear. You went right back to the good old Chad Johnson. Yeah, you got it.
Forget your image.
And finally, the dumbest story I've seen probably all week that has been all over the place, not just in sports, but, I mean, everybody's covering this story.
Yeah.
Guy works at a dealership in Chicago, right?
Yep.
On Monday, comes in after the Bears lost to the Packers wearing his Packers tie. The manager comes up to him, says, you got to take that tie off. And the guy says, okay, why don't I just like zip it up? He's like, nope, you're fired. Gone. Fired for wearing his Packers tie to work.
That's crazy.
That is insane, man. Now listen, I don't need to be Al Parisi, Van White, or any of the lawyers, Tom Mullier. I don't need to be any one of those guys to know full well we got a case in this one.
He might get Jay Cutler's money. Messing around.
And the crazy thing about it, I think the story's online at WDKX.com. You can see the video. The manager of the store goes on TV and says, we've spent money with the Bears in the past. So they've got some sort of relationship with the Bears. And he was like, yo, man, we spent, I think it was like $25,000, whatever.
Wow.
With the Bears. One of the Bears players either still has or is using one of their rental cars or something like that. I don't know. At any rate, he was like, yo, man, I can't have you people working in here wearing a Packers tie. Now, the guy says he's been a Packers tie ever since his grandmother was a Packers fan.
Yeah.
Grandmother passed away. He'd only been there for about a month. Sold about, they said about 14, 15 cars, which ain't too bad.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a bad employee from the standards. I mean, if you sell it, you sell it. Yeah, you know, two ways about it. Yeah. I don't know how good of a rate that is. 14 cars in a month, or I don't know. I mean, we'll ask Renard later.
30 days in a month.
Yeah, and it's like, you know,
half a month.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
I sell my car every other day. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good closing rate or not. But at any rate, he got fired. Stories all over the place now. Yeah. My whole thing is that you fired the guy because he was wearing the Packer tie. First of all, stupid reason to fire someone. Yeah. Second of all, if I'm coming in to buy a car, and somebody's got on something like a salesperson that's got on something that I'm not a Giants fan. They've got on an Eagles tie or something like that. If I need a car, I'm still gonna buy a car. I'm just gonna go buy it from that guy. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's a good sales thing. Like, oh jeez, I can't believe I'm buying this car from an Eagles fan.
Or maybe an Eagles fan might come in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And come to you.
So I would use it as more of a joking thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, I don't know, man. People take their sports real serious, man.
I think the guy that did the firing should have probably got some advice from upper management.
Who knows, man?
Doing that.
Who knows? You know what it is? He's probably like the manager of that particular dealership. Yeah. I don't know if he owns it or not. I don't really know, nor do I really care. Yeah. My whole point is that if he's like a pretend boss or a boss of just the head of everyone else, he's gonna be like, I don't care, I fired you. Yeah. Get on out of here. So guy's got a lawsuit.
Yeah, a big lawsuit.
Now, is it smart to wear a Packers tie in Chicago after they've just been eliminated? No. I don't think so. But he's got a right to wear the tie. Yes. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, is he a tool for doing it? I guess so. But you shouldn't be fired for being an idiot.
Maybe if you'd have worn it today, it wouldn't have been so bad.
But the manager's like, hey, listen, man, from a business standpoint, we spend money with these dudes. Yeah. I can't have you wearing no Packers tie.
Still a stupid reason.
Dumb. All right, WDKX, the Wake Up Club. Ladies, don't know where to go for the big game of the Super Bowl, big night, February 6th. Yeah. Ladies only party. Details on how you can win tickets coming up in less than 10 minutes.